Hello, everyone. Today, I kind of wanted to touch base a little bit about something that's been a little bit on my mind since now I'm starting to deal with a little bit of loose skin and some wiggling and jiggling, and I'm actually starting now to be able to visibly see a difference. I could feel the difference in my body and obviously the number on the scale, but I wasn't seeing it exactly. And that disparity was leading me into thinking about body image and how I see myself versus how I really am versus how others see me. There's always been a huge disconnect for me between the three. Um, and then there's I'll put it like this: I started this journey at 272. I didn't start physically, like when I would look in the mirror, see a difference in the shape of my body until I had lost about 40-ish pounds. Conspicuously, that is the weight where other people started to notice that I had lost weight. So, was I basing my impressions off of their feedback? Am I waiting for someone else to tell me that it matters to me or that my, accomplishments are worthy, so now I see it too? Very heady stuff. It'd be great to have a therapist, like right here, and another one here, so they could tell me. Nevertheless, I'm sorting through this on my own. So, am I the only person who deals with this? No. It's common with people I know who have eating issues. Um, so it's not news to them. The place that really made me think about it, though, was when I used to go to the gym a lot. I'm really hit or miss with the gym. It kind of seasonal. I'll get all gung ho because New Year's, usually those kind of really commercial gyms, I'm thinking like Planet Fitness, which I really liked, will offer like $10 a month memberships with no money down. And, it's really busy. When New Year's hits, it's busy. And then 3 months later, a lot of us quit. And I would go there, and there would be these big, big muscle guys who I don't know much about lifting. I have a couple friends who are really hardcore into it, and they're big. I mean, they're big guys. And they had kind of told me, don't be intimidated by the big guys at Planet Fitness. Guys who are bending the bar and putting up real weight are not using those free weight at Planet Fitness because there's not enough real weight there to get big. So if they're going there, they're just trying to show off and intimidate people. So don't take it. It's nice to have big brother types like that. Um, Nevertheless, I'd run into some people I knew there who were lifting. And it never fails that I would get onto a machine. I don't use free weights. I'll probably hurt myself really bad. Would get onto a machine, start pressing. Now, like I said, I have friends who lift, and they also know my limitations and my sort of goals. So I'm not looking to get huge. Invariably, someone will come by, tell me I'm doing it wrong, tell me I should do it this way or that way, start asking about my diet, tell me I should eat more protein, zero carbs, I should be doing sets of this, sets of that, really quickly, back to back. Have I ever done CrossFit? So much nonsense. And I kind of think at the end, like, what's the goal? If I do all this, I can look like what? Like you? I don't want to look like you. This is usually coming from guys that are like 5'7", jacked, and so wide they can't wipe their own ass. So no, that's not my fitness goal. But then that kind of begs the question: how should I want to look? Women get pigeonholed into this a lot, but there's expectations on men too. Now, being a gay man, if I was immersed single into the gay community, and was a person with fluctuating self-esteem like I am, sometimes I would care more, sometimes I would care less about the impression I was making with my physical appearance. There's niches within that community, and within most communities, I would think. I could drop a ton of weight, be real skinny, and, try to attract a certain type of person. Or I could just let it all hang out and, mix into another type of crowd. I could wax all my body hair and be in one crowd and then grow it all out and get myself a daddy. So it's, there's room to play there with different shapes and sizes. How do I want to look? What is my ultimate goal? Do I want to be muscular? Do I want to be super skinny? Would it matter to me how I looked? Of course, how I feel and my health is going to be there regardless, assuming I nurture myself and take care of myself through this whole process. Will it matter to me if I think I look better if nobody else notices? Am I that far up the esteem ladder yet? It's hard to say. I know it's very in vogue to say, I'm doing this for me. I love myself. This isn't about you. This isn't about you. This isn't about you. And I would say that 95% of the time, for me, that's true. But not every day is a banner day. I would say 350 days out of the year, that's true for me. The other days, I'm peeking over my shoulder to see if people are noticing. When I hear people snicker when I walk by, I'm curious if they're snickering at me. It makes me immediately suck in my stomach and throw back my shoulders because I assume they're laughing, and I assume they're laughing about the thing that I'm most insecure about. So yeah, not every day is a banner day. I was not fat and proud. You know, I was fat and I was tolerating it because I thought I had to. So, how should I want to look? I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get there. I don't know if there is a expectation that I have on myself. I don't know if I will lose the weight and then want to start lifting and get a little bit stronger. I don't know if maybe I'll want to start running when there's enough weight off my knees. I'm starting to get fat guy legs, you know, where they kind of go like this and your knees start to knock. Not that you can't be knock-kneed and do other things, but I don't like the way it looks. My knees kind of hurt more than they used to, so I kind of want to get away from adding to the strain of that. So this is another part of the journey to take on. And then kind of, again, bringing it back to whatever. I'm not my weight. I am not my appearance. These are the affirmations that try to combat the whole I only exist in other people's perceptions, that my accomplishments only matter if somebody else notices. That's an old, buried childhood feeling that is pervasive and wonk, wonk. Sometimes it's barely there and sometimes it's going loud. Again, about 15 days out of the year. I don't get to know which days though, so some days it's a little more hardcore than others. And you gotta do a little more of pep talking yourself and texting your friends and saying, I need a pep talk. Call me and blow up my ego because I'm ready to cry. So that's it. That's kind of where I was tossing my thoughts around. Today was an interesting sort of day. I ended up taking pretty much a day to myself, getting over being a little bit physically sick. There's some sort of bug going around, and it was just a long weekend and just in time for me to get sick, and it worked its way from here down to here, congestion into my here, and then down into my chest. And I take full responsibility of the fact that it will take longer for me to recover from this because I smoke and it's going to linger in my chest. So that's on me. So I will keep any amount of complaining to a minimum or nil because can't bitch about the stuff that's your own fault. So that's pretty much all I had to say. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be definitely checking in this week. It's another weigh-in Wednesday, I think, coming up tomorrow. So we'll see what's going on there. But until then, thanks for watching. Bye.